name is Monica Hilton, and I am a scleroderma warrior. I was diagnosed with scleroderma in 2016. When I first found out about scleroderma, I was terrified. First thing the doctors told you in the beginning was don't look at the photos that you can Google on Wikipedia, or just, don't read too much into it until they figure out what your case is. So what did I do? Immediately, I looked at the photos. And I was terrified because many of the photos that they show you show a lot of the skin tightening, and many of the cases are on the face, and they show a lot of the curled fingers, curled toes, and it was terrifying. Now I've educated myself to know a lot about scleroderma. I tell everybody I'm something like a doctor.
Hi, my name is Veronica Beauchamp. In 2015, I was diagnosed with systemic lupus and mixed connective tissue disease. I was diagnosed during high school, and a week after my diagnosis, my scalp inflamed and my hair fell out. I lost over 95% of my hair, and it was really tough because I was a junior in high school, so I got bullied a lot when that happened. I learned a lot about my body and a lot about what I could handle while going through this illness. I'm 19 now, and so it's been a while. My hair is growing back, but it was very tough in the beginning to be able to handle these illnesses because not a lot of people talk about them. And so a lot of my friends avoided me because they didn't understand what was happening and what I was going through.
I've sewed for this moment.
Yeah.
Because
this is the real.
When I say this moment, not this moment, but this moment, to be in a room with powerful women that are making a stand and they're not afraid. Because I grew up, and I didn't say that, but I grew up, everything had to be so perfect.
Yeah.
Family, everything had to be so perfect. I didn't even think we'd get in a room and we'd pray, and I had to stand in the back because my prayers wasn't as valuable. Mm-hmm. What I had to say wasn't as valuable. Mm-hmm. And so I prayed and I sowed for this moment. I prayed that God would put me in women that were relatable to me,
mm-hmm.
and that would set me for me, and that I can help grow with them.
Yes.
So this moment is big for me. It's really big for me.
Yes, me too, sis, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just so humbled by just everything.
Now I got my makeup for the next interview.
Listen. But this, like, for me, y'all, it's just real big because, like, I feel like She Powerment it's the underdogs,
Mm-hmm.
that are on top. Like, I say it like we're the ones you counted out. We're the ones that you thought wasn't it.
Yeah.
So like when I see you guys' stories, like I don't know your stories when I pick or however. I got you off of Facebook post.
I know.
It's like I didn't put that together. I didn't know. I just said, hey, who wants to share? And just to see the response, I have like over 155 people, but you stood out. I was like, let me reach out to her. Because I saw something in looking in your eyes. I was like, she deep and she needs to be heard. It's time for her voice to be heard authentically and true. So what this is going to be for you is this is going to be your moment. This is going to be like that what we're doing with this project is going to touch millions, and it's going to change lives. The people that's going to say, I heard your story, Robin, and I'm not in this anymore. That's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, the street kids, it's like I didn't think I could be nothing but, a dope dealer, a hustler, a stripper. You're welcome here.
You're a fighter. You just have to know that you are. I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall. I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall. I am a champion.
I am survivor.
I stand tall, I won't fall.
Because I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion.
I'm a champion, I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion.
I stand tall, I won't fall, I am a champion. I stand tall, I will not fall, I am a champion.
I stand tall, won't fall, and I'm a champion.
I'm a survivor, I stand tall, I won't fall, I am a champion.
I'm a champion.
I'm a champion!
I'm a champion. Said I'm a champion, a champion.
I am a champion.
Y'all, this is what it is about. This is what She Powerment does. We empower real women with real stories and give real solutions. This is a time for real love. And I just, thank you for allowing, me and sharing your story and being so transparent. And for that, I appreciate that, because I feel that so many women will be touched by your story and by your strength and by your vulnerability. So I appreciate you, rocking with me and entrusting me to take care of you. I told you I got you. All right, listen, we doing this again next month. I don't know who's the new champion, but she our first one. She kicked it off. Hey, we about to go get this video.
This is a beat, Addicts beat. I'm eating like beat,
Keep your head up, even though I know you're fed up in life. Be throwing your punches, but you still gotta get up and fight. They low blows, but look, don't let it get you. Cause God, He got a plan, but Satan be trying to get you. I know you feel you're seeking, but folk come to get you. Don't worry about the now, think up the bigger picture. Stay woke and stay focused. Don't let little stuff get you. Don't be scared of the devil when you can square up with us. I stand tall, don't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall, I'm a champion. Say I'm a champion, say I'm a champion. I stand tall, I won't fall. Hello. Or as I say, what up, dope? It is Mental Health Monday. My Mental Health Matters, hosted by your girl, Ms. Lyric, aka the Beautiful Beast, and I have none other than my girl with that mental health chill pill, the expert herself. Bring her to the stage is my sister, Miss Ashley Corbett. What's going on, sis?
Hello. Hey, sis. How are you?
I am amazing. How is 2022 treating you?
It's treating me pretty good.
Yes. So listen, you know what we do on Mondays are, we have committed since last year. I love saying that, by the way. I'm like, since girls, we've been doing this since last year.
Right.
And we are still out here caring about mental health and bringing you some mental health love, self-love, and awareness on Mondays with none other than your girl, the ultimate makeover coach and the mommy makeover coach.
Indeed, mommy makeover coach for the mental health.
Right, you know what I mean? It's like you gonna get them together. You already know, like everybody knows. Like if they haven't been tuning in, listen. Lyric says what Lyric says, and Ashley comes with the facts.
This is true. This is true.
Yes. So listen, what I mean, it's 2022. Like I'm reset, right? Getting ready, to just I mean, starting my year off, it has been super, super busy already. And mommying has been, a little different for me because, I've been having to take my baby to work with me, recently because some things have just happened and it's just like going with the flow. So I just felt like today was a go with the flow type of day because sometimes, mommies have things just, take you on a whole nother journey for the day and just like still trying to keep things together and make sure that you stay mentally together. Like if I was not me and I did not have my tools and I did not have my support, right? People have days just like me, but they don't have those tools, right? And they don't know like how to stay mentally like focused when you're bombarded with a lot of tasks. I had death in the family. Someone very close to me, passed away. Working on a very important project that's life's, changing and saving. So that's put a lot of pressure in the middle of having a snowstorm and just having to reconstruct things and then also having to be a mom on top of that and feel like I'm doing mommy the proper way. So I know that I'm not the only one. So I know like a lot of people like, how do I balance? I have new goals, but how do I balance some of these things? So I just go ahead and say it. Balance 2022.
Ain't no balance in motherhood. What is we talking about? No, you go with the flow. You do what works for you. You put your tools. You use your tools. You put your supports in place, and you go with the flow. You write your list. You get what you can get done. You work around your children. The best thing that you could do for yourself is try to create some structure, right? For yourself and for your children. But don't be dismayed or in despair when your plans don't work out the way that you designed them to. Be willing to kind of go with the flow and, bob and weave when you feel like, blows are coming your way and remain flexible. That's the best thing that I can say to you so that you can keep your peace of mind is to be flexible. If things don't work out, look at it as a way of it just being postponed or it may not be right now that you need to focus on it, right? I want to say roll with the resistance because when you roll with the resistance and you say, okay, this isn't working out, let me just take a step back and then pivot so that I can focus on the other things that are on my list or things that I need to focus on immediately, that helps you to feel a bit more productive and you feel a bit more proud of yourself, right? And your children, they're going to go along with the ride and they understand what you're doing because they have been conditioned to watch mommy do her thing, right? And so they know. And don't be afraid to ask your babies to help you or hey, can you be quiet for a second or give them something to do to occupy their time while you kind of take a moment to kind of block time out for you to really go in on a task. We just have to be able to flow like water. That's what we need to do versus trying to balance like a scale. We're not, I want to say that we only have two hands, okay? We may have multiple children, but we are capable of multitasking, but we're also leaders. And I don't want us to forget that we have the power to request and command that things be done on our behalf. And so also, you tap into your support system. You don't have to get everything done right now, every day. You can pace yourself, mama. You really can. And that's going to be important because self-care is super, super critical for your well-being. And you'll hear me say the word critical every week because it's so important for your survival, for your preservation, and for you to be able to live out your life in peace, right? And so while we want to talk about balance, there is no balance, because that means that everything is equal, and nothing is as equally important than motherhood. Nothing is as equally important than your business. Like, everything has its ways, right? Like, its weight, I'll say. Everything has its weight. And one day you may want to focus heavily on motherhood and tell everybody and everything that it's canceled. You want to focus on being mommy today, right? And then there may be other days where you may have to give a little bit to motherhood, but the rest to business and connections and networking. So it really just depends on your energy level today. You got to listen to your body. You got to listen to what your capabilities are, because your body and your mind will say, okay, this is what we're ready to do on this day, and follow it. It's really about being in harmony with yourself versus balance, I would say.
So you would say pretty much that, we would just have to, it's no balance, right? So don't overthink it.
No, don't overthink it.
So I believe that that's a lot of moms, issues, is because it's like you want to like nail motherhood, right? You want to nail, like, being a beast at business. You want to nail all of your goals. And then you also, want to nail taking care of yourself. So it's like, I know that, balance was very, very important to me. But with just hearing you say that, right? It's like, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. So I can,
take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah. Today you were busy.
Yeah.
You had things to do.
Yeah.
And you're going to go to sleep early tonight because you didn't get to take a nap. So when the show goes off, you tell, hey, come on, baby girl, we're going to play a little bit. We're going to take our bath. We're going to eat good. And we're going to read us a story. We're going to go to sleep. Both of us. Let's cuddle up and get our Z's in. And that's how you get to recharge for the next day. Oftentimes you're right, we want to be a beast in every aspect of our lives. And that's how we get burnt out. And then it gets to the point where you're so burnt out, you don't show up to any of those things. That's not what you want. You want to be able to show up powerfully in the areas of your life where you feel like, today, I'm feeling like I want to go in on creativity. So I'm going to post on social media and go live and give some and drop some gems and some jewels. You wake up the next day. Today, I feel like I just want to cook for my family, do this laundry, have my house smelling good, right? And cuddle with my babies, put on our PJs and do movie night. Do what makes you feel good and makes you feel content. Now, granted, you get to put percentages on how you want to show up. It's not, think of yourself as the pie chart, your energy. You are the circle. You can dedicate certain percentages to different areas of your life, and the pie chart can look different for each day. It doesn't have to look the same. You don't have to be super mom every day. You don't have to be boss beast businesswoman every single day. That's why you have help, you have a team, or some days may be lighter than others. You don't have to always be the brains behind every operation all the time. That's why you have your support. So utilize that support and utilize the time that you have here on this earth wisely, because you can't get it back.
Right. So what about people that feel as if they don't have support? Like, feel like, you know what, it's only me. I'm fortunate to have help. I'm fortunate to have a tribe and assistance, right? But it's a lot of people that don't have that, and they might feel that they're alone. Do you have any type of advice, that maybe we could give them some type of advice of how to get that, if maybe you don't have as much support as others?
Yes. So in terms of gathering support, I would say you can start out by, most people do this, joining Facebook groups to start tapping into communities. Now, here's the thing. Support looks different depending on what you need. A lot of people feel like they don't have support when it comes to really talking about their emotions and what they're going through and being heard, right? And so that's a way for you to kind of vent, or you can connect with myself or connect with Lyric, right? If you really need to talk to someone who can give you some guidance and really support you where you are mentally and emotionally. Now, if you're talking about childcare options, like I need to be able to spend time with myself, by myself, for my self-care, or I need to be able to have somebody, babysit my children or look after my children while I am doing business. Well, here's something that you may want to consider. Care.com. If you trust people and you have a vetting process that you want to put in place, you can seek neighbors, right, in your neighborhood that you may trust, family members and friends. Don't be afraid to ask them if they could watch your child once a week for about 2 hours. But you got to be able to come back within that 2-hour period so that they can trust you that you're going to come back when you say you're going to come back, and they can continue to do this for a long-term, type of situation. So this is how you begin to build your support. A lot of people say they don't have support because they don't want to be a burden, because they're thinking about everyone else and all of their situations. But you can't count their time. You can't count their commitments either. You don't know what they're going to say, if they're going to be amenable or agreeable to helping you or not. Or they may know of a resource that you can be connected to, that they can actually point you in the right direction to get you to additional support. So just be open-minded. When we say I don't have support, that means we're closed off and we're not really seeking it, or we're not looking at what support might look like. It may not be your traditional sense of support. It may be something that you have to invest in for the short term, money wise. If you're like, I don't have the money, then who can we call? Do we have a teenager cousin and that's in college and they're home for the holidays, or they're on break? Like, let's really begin to look at what we have in house before we say we don't have it. Then after we've exhausted all of those options, you can't call no cousins, you can't call siblings and parents and grandparents and godparents and neighbors and friends. You see that whole list I'm going through? And people in the business that you're with, like your business partners who you trust. If we've exhausted all those options and everybody told you no, then you're like, okay, let's go ahead and look at how we can make time and funds to invest in having someone who we vetted come in to support us. And that's just on, helping with the children. That's not even talking about other means of support that a mom might need or a woman might need.
Yeah, that's great information. And lots of times we do. There are a lot of avenues and a lot of resources, for help that are there, right? And we do sometimes feel like, I don't want to ask people for this, and I don't want to, because I know I'm one of those people that had to learn how to say, you know what, I need help, and be fine with accepting it, right? So I am, an advocate for people just really trying to connect, a lot of times just feel the vibe of people. Just if you don't like how somebody feels, then you don't have to, you don't have to deal with them. And that's just what it is. And I don't care who they are when it comes to your kids, but if you need help, don't be so as to where you can't receive it, as to where you can't say, hey, I do need help, and maybe I don't have, family, or maybe I don't have people, but there are people that help you. I'm telling you, there are perfect strangers that will love you like family, and they're out there. You just have to be open and willing to receive the help. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. In my Mommy Mental Makeover program, I teach moms how to ask for help, because that has to be taught to us, because we don't want to feel like not only being a burden, but we don't want to feel like we're not capable. That's the thing, because it messes with our ego, right? It makes us, there's a sense of pride that we have in being able to do all the things all on our own. But the reality is, that's not the way the world works. We are an interdependent society. We need one another. everything isn't done by yourself. You have to be able to connect with other people. And yes, you can absolutely formulate relationships with complete strangers and they become your support. But you have to be open. You got to put yourself out there. Where would you find them? Well, here's the thing. You got to be able to be communicating with other folks, right? So that's why I brought up the Facebook group, because there could be people in your area, right? That in those groups where you're like, where are you from? Hey, let's meet up. If you feel like we got to do the vibe check, right? If you feel like that's somebody who you are vibing with, you can't just do this automatically. Like, you have to take months and months and months of, formulating some type of relationship with a person where you feel like they're genuine, where you feel like there's somebody that you can trust, where you feel like they're coming from a good space, right? And then you may begin to, foster a relationship or cultivate a new relationship. Use your church community if that's where you go. If you don't, and you're always at a business function, start showing up and starting conversations and rubbing elbows. Now, the thing is, we're going to teach you how to trust and how to not trust people. Every smiling face is not your friend, right? However, you want to be able to at least be open to the process of building a community of support and not just shutting it out and ruling it out and saying, you know what, that's not something that I want to partake in, or something that I want to do. A lot of people, I know for you, Lyric, and for myself, like I have formed so many new relationships just from being in the online space. It's crazy. We met online, right? It's
right. Like, I'm like, okay, we are like family.
But if you
I would
need me,
totally
I'ma
leave
show
my
up for
daughter
you.
with you. Like, she could stay with you, But
Right.
that's building, So that's what I find a lot of people. We have to get back to building. You have to, be not. It's everything's not a microwave. You have to be willing to, get to know someone. Make new friends. I know Drake said no new friends, but you need to make new friends. Some of you.
We're not subscribing to that. You got to elevate and make new friends as you grow.
Yeah.
And you develop as a human being.
Absolutely.
The friends you had in elementary school, you ain't gonna have in college. Come on now.
Right. Right. Listen, that's why I'm like, guys, I definitely understand that we have elevation is necessary. And with elevation, you have to, be willing to be open. And if you are, a mom that is, seeking success, in every area of your life, like I said, I come for the mind first, because that's the first thing that needs to be right in order for anything else to go in order. You want to make sure that on this quest to success, or on your journey, that you do what's necessary for you, that you take care of you, that you make yourself a priority, that, a lot of us is like, your kids are a priority, they're first, they're before everything. And I never say take that away, because our kids need someone fighting for them, and always letting them know it's very important that they know that they are important, and that they are valued, and that we install all of those things within them. I am an advocate for kids. I go hard for kids because I love children, but you have to also love yourself, so that you can stay and always be on point. You know what I mean? Like, and not saying be super mom, but be on point, be super where it counts. Make sure that you know when you need a break to take one. If you need some time to yourself in the day, like I have my self retreats where I might go in the bathroom and just have a moment, like, yo, that one was for me, and I feel no way about it. And sometimes I tell my husband, hey, I need some me. I need some me moments. I need some me time. And I might not necessarily go anywhere, but I go do those things that I like to do, that gives me those things that allows me to function and be the best version of myself. So just be able and willing to communicate, and be, be willing on that journey as you're elevating to continue to build yourself, and do not feel any kind of way or feel like I used to feel weak for needing help. I used to feel like I wasn't strong. But guess what? It's okay not to be strong all the time. And I'm going to tell you that it's all right not to be strong, because when I am not strong, I know that's when God is strong in me. And that's what I'm going to say. And then that's when it allows me even to build my relationship with my creator, because that's when I'm like, let me get back to nature. Let me get back to me. So never, never, ever, ever, like, this is a new year. I want you guys to really understand, as on when you're on your journey for healing, success and all of these things go together. And your self-care is the number one thing. If you are not all right, no one else is all right. No one else that you care for, no one else that you provide for, no one in your business. If you're not all right, no one's all right. Coach Ash, what you got to say?
Oh, I agree. I just said that an hour ago on my live. I was like, listen, if mommy's not okay, nobody is okay. You are the heartbeat of the family, of the household, right? You are the foundation, right? You are the thermostat in the place. So if you are feeling good, everybody else is going to feel good. If you're feeling bad, everyone's concerned, and everybody's mood is in the space of, they're on eggshells and they're wondering what's going on with mommy. One thing that I've always, well, I don't want to say always, one thing that I have learned as a mental health professional and a mom is that in order for me to be at my best, I've got to have some me time every single day. It's scheduled into my day. When my feet hit the floor and I'm saying thank you, God, for another day of life, it's all about me for an hour. I have a mommy power hour that I commit to every day before I show up to pour into other people and to do everything else, because I need to be energized. I need to be filled. I need to make sure that I'm good so that I can be able to pour out good into other people. Now, the days that I'm not able to do that, I disengage. If I have not had my power hour, let me figure out what I need to do and alternatively that will allow me to be to myself, so I'm not in a space where I have to be engaging and interacting with a whole bunch of people. That's me, right? You have to find something that you do. Lyric says she'll go in the bathroom, or she'll take her retreat, right? Where she goes and spends her time away. She needs her me time. You've got to figure out what that looks like for you and stick to it. You got to be committed to yourself, because when you begin to prioritize your self-care, then other people will respect it. You're putting boundaries in place to say, mommy needs time, or wifey needs time, or coach or supervisor or whoever, whatever title that you hold, you need your time to be able to fill up and get what you need so that you can be your greatest, most vivacious self, right? And once you set aside that time and you stick to it, you'll begin to see the evolution of you. You're not as tired. You have more energy. You're more productive. You feel like you have some harmony going on and you're in a flow. The other thing is, when you're connecting with people, don't be so quick to pour into others who may not be assigned for you to pour into. Sometimes when you connect with people, it's just for you to just say, take an assessment of who they are, where they are in life, and how they may be a part of your life in the near future or in the present. But we don't have to always give so much to everybody that we meet. Remember, you got to be able to preserve yourself and your energy so that you can go out and do the great things that you need to do. That's important, right? So, you meet some people and you want to just help them. You want to give them all these tools. You want to give them all this advice, and you just want to yes, I'm spending all my time talking to you, but that person may not be ready to receive what you have to offer, or they might not be right for the occasion, right? So just take some pauses and really start moving in a way where you assess first before you move, right? Assess, then address. I would say that.
Yes, yes. Assess, then address in that mommy power hour, okay? Make sure you get your me time in
Yes.
2022. It's more me, not selfish. Take care
Mm-mm.
of yourself, okay?
That's right.
That's that's what I'm saying, on this. That's what I'm getting. That's what, I've been downloading. Listen, take care of me so that I can take care of you. Because I'm put here on this planet. So once you understand and that's another thing, once you understand your assignment,
Mm-hmm.
then you could be a little more well equipped. So it's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be doing again. Going back to the series that Ashley and I were speaking about, we're going to be working on that and starting to get other guest moms in here. That want to contribute, and just really I feel that different scenarios, different people coming aboard that want to share, that have questions. We're going to continue to let people come on, and different moms and other people that are being a part, right? So that we can go ahead and really help get down to the bottom of this, because we're here every Monday with your mental health check-in, and we care. So it's like, now we're going to open the books, and we're going to go ahead and allow you guys. You've been seeing what we're about. A lot of people have been reaching out to me in my inbox and saying, hey, I love what you guys are doing. So we're here to let you know that we're going to open the doors. Okay, we're going to start letting you guys come in, and we're going to really dive into mental health and help you prepare for just life, and just really slaying your 2022. I really want to see everybody that wants to win this year. And it is, like I said, you're only going to lose if you want to lose. But you have the opportunity. You already are a champion. You've already overcome so many things. You're still standing. If you have breath in your body, I don't care what has tried to overtake you. You always check your record and see how many times you survived, right? So you're still here. So that means you still have something to do. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to tell you, if you got something to do, I'm going to help you get on your purpose. And I'm going to bring amazing people to the table, just like my coach. Because it's mandatory that your mental health is well, guys. Like, it's so many things going on, and things are not going to change anytime soon. So just with that being said, let's make sure that we're mentally well, and we're going to keep drilling this, and we're going to be here on Mondays at 8, no matter what we've been through. 8, whatever time they let us come on. How about that? Because Facebook tried to block me. But Ashley, you have anything to say?
No, I think you rounded it out really well. I think that it's important that mamas take care of yourselves before you take care of your babies. I'm gonna say, put you first. I got to put me first, Lucius. Right? Y'all heard that? So you do.
I got to put me first.
I got to put me first. No, but I put this in my group, the Corbett strategies for mompreneurs. That it doesn't have to be an either or. It could be I can take care of me and take care of you too. Okay, so
I like
in
that.
prioritizing yourself, it doesn't necessarily mean you put yourself at the top and knock everything else to the side. It is, I use an example of, baby say they want a snack, you want to get in the tub. Guess what? Peanut butter jellies, healthy snacks, sit them down, set them up while your water is running, and then make sure they're not going to choke and they're safe. And then you go in there, you relax, and you take your bath. At first, you want to take a shower because you were going to rush, but now you have the time for yourself, so you can indulge in that bath, right? That's what I mean by that. You're able to take care of yourself while taking care of them at the same dang time. Some moms say, I can't work out. Why can't you? Turn on YouTube or something on the TV, right? Do a little some floor exercise at home, or do some at home exercise while the babies are occupied. They may want to work out with you too. They might be in the way, but you're moving your body. we just got to be open to the idea of just getting it done. Do the things that you need to do for yourself. And then as you get into your groove and your flow, you'll be able to say, okay, I want this time specifically for me because I got to be okay. I've got to be strengthened. I've got to be filled. I've got to have the energy. I need to be nourished. I need to be supported. Me. That is important in motherhood because you have to give. When you were carrying that baby in utero, you had to take care of yourself so your baby could grow healthy and strong. When that baby was birthed and you were nursing, you had to eat, you had to sleep, you had to make sure you were healthy so your baby could be healthy. The same applies to your mental health and your well-being. You've got to be healthy so your babies can be healthy because they see you when you're stressed and depressed, and they then adapt those behaviors to cope.
Oh yeah. And you already know. So you must be well. You must be well. And we care about you over here, and we're going to be here for you as we are until next time. Listen, y'all, we'll be back next Monday. We have some surprises. Like I said, we are working on some amazing things. You know, Ashley's been working on some things on her brand. I've been working on some things on my brand. We're gonna bring some things together, and you know, it's about to be makeover season again. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, hey, listen, it's about to be makeover season. I have definitely an announcement next Monday. They probably already know what it is since I said it's makeover season.
Why you gave it away?
Y'all know what I do. It was the reason that y'all seen the makeover situation in here. Guys, listen, I have fun because, you know, I love to make people smile. I love to bring positivity. And I plan on doing more and more of that this year at a higher level. I am excited about the makeovers. I'm excited about helping you guys transform, you know, in every aspect of your life. I'm excited to bring people to the table that are excited and passionate about what they do, such as Coach Ashley. So I can't wait to see you guys next Monday, and I don't really have anything else to say. What up, though? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, aka the Beautiful Beast, and I'm excited because they are putting your girl on TV. You will be seeing this face everywhere, okay? All over your TV screens. And I'm looking for people just like you to interview. So if you are a business owner, an artist, somebody that's making a difference in the community, you need to holler at me because I am the people's plug. So holla at your girl, spitting with Miss Lyric. Let's go.